Okay, let's take this rather authentic 1966 Land Rover Series 2A 2.25 petrol hardtop for a spin. All lights ignition light come up where they should. Press the start button. Starts really nicely whether it's hot or cold. This one does need a lot of choke when it's cold. Mind you, it's the middle of summer at the minute. And off we go. This one's just come into us, so I've just done a few miles on it, and it performs as sweetly as a proper Series 2 should do, should we say. See out the back there? Off we go. So, what have we got? Showing 43,000 miles. I've got no way of knowing whether that's right, wrong or indifferent, I'm afraid, but it's not really what you buy one of these for. But it does just seem to bumble along quite happily. Starts nicely, there's no misfiring, no hesitancy, and whilst there's no temperature gauge fitted to one of this age, there's no signs of overheating, there's no pinking or fluid loss or anything. You're running on when you're stopped. It does really need a bit of fuel additive in it though if you're going on long distances, being a 2A. But it's very, very sweet. The gearbox is nice, it's the proper Series 2A gearbox, so it doesn't have synchro first and second, as is correct. So you've got to know what you're doing a little bit. But the whole drivetrain feels pretty solid. There's no unpleasant clunks, bangs, groans or rattles. It does pitch up and down a little bit. Probably better with a bit of a couple more people in it or a load in the back of it, but it's the way that Series 2s or Series 2As, leaf spring ones tend to perform. It's steering properly, it's not wandering all over the road the way that some of them do. I'm not having to do all this to fight it. It's just getting on with it, basically. And if I back off sharply, there's no backlash that I can feel in the transmission at all. No nasty clonking or anything from the transfer box or gearbox or prop shafts or diffs or anything. Although obviously being a series, we're currently running in two-wheel drive, so the front ones won't be going round as they would be under load. Instruments are working, the speedo's working correctly, ammeter and fuel gauge, although the fuel gauge apparently is wired backwards, so when it shows full, as it does at the minute, it's actually empty. I've just put some fuel in it, and that does appear to be the case because it did sort of show a lower reading, which I guess means it's got some fuel in it. Tron was on quite happy. It's got a little Smith's heater down there, which the heater blower motor does work on that. Steering wheel's wrong actually is that wrong for a 2A of this age? I think it is actually. I think it should be an earlier type sprung steering wheel on it, but that's about it really. The only thing that's rattling slightly in the back is the spare wheel is mounted on the bulkhead behind me and is perhaps not quite as tight as it could be. Brakes in a straight line. Although the brakes on these are always a bit of an afterthought, you tend to use the gears to slow you down more than anything else. Pulling away nicely in third gear there without any hesitancy. As you can see, I've got a trade plate on at the minute. We will be, obviously it's free tax, it just came into us without a tax disc showing, so it will come with a free 12 months tax disc. And I can get down the post office. gearbox on it. Changing that a second there, I managed to time it wrongly. Mind you, these gearboxes are so strong you don't actually damage them. A very sweet little Series 2A. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495 if you want to know any more about it, apart from the head scratcher just put down the side. Not much more I can say about it, you just get some with it. Or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. End.